Right then. So the first five incidents, all this Bella chap who joined on the day and left afterwards again. So just before we start, we've just been speaking. Me and Gaz have just been speaking about this. I'm going to turn off sign-ups on the day of the race because this chap signed up on the Monday and raced, then fucked off. So that's going to change.
Bella Head.
Yes. So the first instance at 2:48.
Yep, make your own gap. Pardon my French.
Yeah, the end problem is obviously we can't penalise him.
No.
Or Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we also caught Paul Garnham obviously going into there.
Yeah.
And then the next three contacts are all the ones with Chris. So, yes, we're going to address this by not letting anybody sign up who we don't know.
He won't be returning.
No, he won't be returning. And he's left the Discord as well. So, next one we can actually review is 304 Tom and Alistair.
Little wiggle
that one. 331, Mr. Kronsky, who's also left, I think.
Do you think they were friends as they were both in Porsches?
Let me just double check that. I think I'm pretty sure, yeah, because they're not yeah, I think so. What's the line called up? Oh. Yes, no, he's still in the championship, but he's still in the Discord, but not in the championship. So, but we'll view it. I've lost my spreadsheet now. There it is. Right. At 3:31 with Dan Wilson.
Oh, it's tight.
I think Thomas is not in the championship anymore, so it's not that you can see him from there.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was snug, but I
don't think there was anything.
There was enough room.
Yeah,
he's drifted onto the grass. It is close, but he's come across there. There is still there or thereabouts enough room.
I think
closer.
Dan's come across to him.
Yeah, yes.
But I'm not going to penalise Dan for someone who's not in the championship. I think that's really unfair now.
Yeah.
Don't you? I think
maybe a gentle sort of warning-ish that be aware to leave enough space.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah. Warning, spatial awareness.
Mark it, but it's not going to have any result on him.
Yeah. Right. Next one is Tom and Alistair 4:48.
They like having a little touch down here, don't
Yeah. So there's one at 4:48, one at 5:05, and one at 5:10. There's one at 5:05.
they? Yeah. There's the
And there's one at
10.
5:10. Oh, there's one at 5:12 as well,
Oh, right.
which is that
And
one.
there it is.
So that's this.
Nice close racing.
Yeah.
Couldn't get closer, could it?
No. That's the 5:12 one. Perfect. Right. 8:14. Jordan Forte and Robert Purr. What time did I say? 5:14.
Yeah.
No, 8:14.
No, 8:14. Yeah. Don't know why I agreed with you.
Yeah.
It was late.
I mean, it's a third gear corner. He would need
Yeah.
to be deemed alongside by the time. Let's do that bit first.
Yeah.
Robert starts turning in. Before Robert starts turning in for the apex. Right, so he just starts to come away there, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, front end's just starting to move there.
That's the shot.
Oh, that is the shot, isn't it?
Yeah, so he's not.
He's coming
He's
away.
close. Yeah.
Snug.
You can see he's coming away from the line there, can't you? It was
Yeah.
straight, and he's coming away. So he's not alongside enough, close, but
No.
not alongside enough. So hasn't really got the right. Take it over the corner.
And
Too much of the curb.
Off the curb and come out
Yeah.
to Robert.
Yes.
Oh.
We'll come to that bit in a sec.
Sorry.
Yeah. We'll.
Wasn't expecting that at all.
No.
Jordan just like bounces off the curb and he's
Yeah.
going straight out. There's nothing Robert can do there.
No. So it goes down as a dive bomb, causing an avoidable incident. So it's 10 seconds. Dive bomb, causing an avoidable incident. Now, it's obviously plus one license point. One license point. And we'll do the that one with Robert coming forward in a sec. I just want to, because I understand that Jordan waited. Is why I'm.
Yeah, he's waiting still.
There he was. Yeah, is that yeah, so Robert. So it's lovely. So
well done. Because that
reduced.
was a long way.
Yeah, it was. Used to
the right thing to do.
5, 4, waiting. Right, so let's just go back. Because unfortunately, now from that angle, because you would expect Remy to come over to the inside, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but he'd seen him and was going for the outside where the space was.
Yeah, I want to do it from Remy's on board because he doesn't. look like the space
he
is there,
sees
does
a
it?
stationary
Yeah.
car and
Yeah.
was going to go round him, and as we said, stationary objects are easy to avoid,
Yep.
or easier,
Yes.
not easy.
So I just want to see if you waited.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. So, Robert, 10 seconds for unsafe redrawing causing an avoidable incident. +1 license points. License point. It's reduced to 5 for waiting. Right.
918, Mr. Ferrari, and error.
Error 918.
Oh, that's an odd one. So Mr. Ferrari's got on the grass, had a little wiggle.
So it's a fourth gear corner, this, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he's going to have to be alongside. So he's moving for the apex there, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't alongside,
No.
but he's coming away there.
Yeah. He's
But
not.
the speed differential was quite
Yes.
a lot, wasn't it?
But because of it,
Oh.
there's definitely an advantage gained for the others,
Yeah.
wasn't there? So or advantage lost, should I say?
Yeah.
Did aero wait? So I wanted to. He didn't.
I mean, at that point, he doesn't probably
Well,
know.
yeah, because there's
what
Mr.
happened.
Ferrari there. Look.
Yeah. But he didn't. No, he didn't wait. But
No. Just make sure he hasn't given it back by the end of the lap. Right. So arrow.
and him.
Yeah. It's 10 seconds. Dive bomb. Causing avoidable incident. +1 license point. Right. Tom and Alistair with their touchy.
It seems to be a reoccurring thing here.
Yeah.
Will we get a room, perhaps?
Perhaps they should. 17, 15. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw this one on the stream.
Yeah, I saw it on there. Oh.
Just get this
Yeah.
thing.
Stuck his nose in where it weren't wanted.
So Alistair moves across to defend.
Yeah.
Tom shoots to the right.
Yeah. Then backs off to get out of it, but doesn't quite manage it.
Get a nice overhead. Go on, go on. There we go.
Oh, look at that.
It's obviously more than entitled to be there at this point.
Yeah, yeah. There's now in front, and it just all gets in a bit of a pickle, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is where this
Just
is.
the slightest tap.
Yeah, so this is where the alongside bit is, as much as we try to make them less grey areas, because obviously Alistair is obviously clearly in front here at this point, but
Yeah.
that sort of thing is going to happen because Tom has to adjust his speed because he's on the inside, like Alistair had to adjust his speed when he was on the inside this bit that enabled Tom to get completely alongside. So for me, it feels a bit harsh because it's still the, I'd like to say, he's not deemed alongside there when it's still the same kind of chicane. So
yeah,
but there's
I don't think it's not like obviously a dive bomb as such, is it? You know, but it has caused a collision, and
it has. But is it a case that Alistair should have left more room? So this is, and
there's
this
still
is
a car width there.
there is
it's moving out.
I mean, so,
The trouble is if you don't go across like that at speed, from Alistair's point of view, you'll end up out in the gravel anyway.
yeah.
So you're really limited on that exit there, aren't you?
You are. But should it be a case that it's broken down by the individual corner or by the long chicane that it is?
Oh, yeah.
Because this and this is the thing, is it? So where Alistair's defended there,
yeah,
and has to adjust his speed in his sec because he's on the inside.
Slowed down it more. Hence, Tom's got alongside
to give obviously to get so he gets round the corner and is obviously because Tom's alongside him to leave space.
Yeah.
Tom obviously has to adjust his speed for this next bit.
Yeah.
Where Alistair hasn't really taken Tom into account here, has he? Where he this is the bit.
Yeah.
See,
perhaps between the two bits of the bend, perhaps Alistair could have.
Yeah, this is
a little more room, but then you're inviting the lunge, aren't you? But
yeah, it's
so close.
And this because he's obviously had to adjust his speed there to go, so they can go side by side. There's a part of me that says he should have adjusted his speed and allowed the room so you can go side by side here because it's not like it's, you know, because if it was a tighter chicane, if this second part that it was closer, you'd have to, wouldn't you? You'd be forced to. But so does this come down? Is this broken down as a two separate corners or one large chicane? That's how we need to.
I personally would say it's two separates, but why do they give us these awkward?
Yeah, I think it's unfair on Alistair to class it as a whole chicane, but I kind of also think that, I mean, so we'll have to view it on as it's two separate corners, so we can. So the thing is, this is going to be interesting because he's directed at the apex,
and he's
from the corner, so
but he turns for the.
So he turns there, yeah. So
he's not alongside.
So he'd need to be deemed alongside there, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Which is
if we're separating them as two bends, which I think is
I think it's I think it's the right thing to do. It's too bigger.
Then,
and then
Alistair has the right to be there.
Yes.
And I think Tom's just because I think he was trying to slow down, but he's not quite managed it and just had that tip.
Yeah.
And tapped him. Because you can see him braking, trying to stop it, and he's sort of almost taking avoiding action until the tap.
Yeah.
So, for me, that is on Tom.
That's on Tom. Yeah.
Yeah, and the brake lights are still on.
So let's just wrap this one up first before we come to the second bit, which is listed. So this is. So it's Tom. Oh, what's going on there? All right. 10 seconds for avoidable incident plus 1 license point. Now, he's waiting here, isn't he? He's not gone into before we come onto this bit. I just want to make he's not gone into full power at all.
He's not trying to gain an advantage.
No, so
he's waited.
So it will be reduced to 5. Yeah, that's what I wanted to get
I think
to.
That's the right thing to do.
Yeah, I do as well. Reduced to 5 for waiting because you can clearly see he's not. Now, obviously, there's this next part. So if we jump to just play it through full speed.
Yeah. I mean, he's catching it. And then he goes on the brakes once it's there. So, I mean, when we're going through there, that bit of sand.
But there's no brakes here, look, until.
It did briefly, like, there's brakes there.
Yeah, but then he comes off. He's completely off. He's not on brakes, not on the brakes, and he's back on the brakes when he.
Yeah.
And he's pointing the other way.
Yeah. He did come off.
But he still, he's on the throttle trying to save it.
Yeah.
So
it's so tricky. Again.
I don't think there's a period where he's not on a pedal, which is the ultimate point, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's.
I mean, and again, we say you can't be penalised for losing control of your car, but it was an accident which has forced him into that, isn't it? I'm just thinking out loud.
I mean,
all that's going on, really.
I know he's trying to, but here, if you're, I don't know.
Yeah, it's tricky because
there's an effort being made to save the car.
Yes.
I think is the.
Yes. Yeah, he's just trying to keep it pointing that way, and as soon as he gets here, he goes no.
Yeah.
And he brakes.
It's
And the split second sort of thing that he's off of the brakes and then back on.
Yeah. He's coming off one pedal onto the other, isn't he? So, and that's fine because you're making an attempt to save the car. It's when there's no brakes being held or there's no effort to try and save the car as well. So can't really penalise Alistair for that, especially as it was caused by Tom. So it's not like Alistair has to wait either for it. So I'm just going to break that down though.
Blurry and pixelated.
What?
Oh, sorry, it's coming back. When just then it was all going all over.
That's a Discord thing. Not.
Oh, right, okay.
Right, and then the last one.
Our lovely viewers are seeing it properly.
Last one Race 1 is Dan Birch. Brian Gillis at 28.45.
45. I can't actually see what's going on, mate. So you're going to have to do this one.
It's all right. It's all good. That one. Right, so that is a wrap for race 1. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.